Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tie-In Theater, where this week we'll be covering Pokemon Heroes.
Wow.
I'm your host, Tequila Zaku, and I'm here joined by Alice Ruler of Water and Cross Zeta.
You know that Ash kisses Pokemon in this movie?
So too.
Yeah, everyone knows that Ashkiss is a Pokemon in this movie. That's why everyone's here. Everyone's really excited to see it.
Yeah.
Technically, that's not even accurate. A Pokemon kisses Ash in this movie.
Yeah, but it's funnier to say that Ash kisses a Pokemon in this movie.
It is funnier.
What's
There's
important
a lot of extenuating circumstances that make it extra funny too.
Yeah.
But yeah, little bit of preamble before we start. We do want to go into our weeks this time, don't we?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you lead us off, Zeta?
Fuck. Can you give me a sec? I need to go prepare that.
Okay, why don't I lead us off, Tequila? So this week I've been going through and finally rewatching Victory Gundam. Getting back into the Tomino swing of things after I finally had my true awakening to the beauty of Char's counterattack. Also, I think whenever I was watching Victory the first time, I technically never actually finished it. I think I watched only 40 episodes of Victory initially.
I see. I assume you did not get to the ending arc of that entire show.
Probably not, no. I mean, listen, I watched Victory back when I first watched all of Gundam. You know, when I just took a year to watch all of Gundam.
That's insane. You should not do that. You will clearly burn out on that shit.
No, it's fine. It's normal. You just go back and you watch all of it. You're just like, oh yeah, Double O was cool. I guess I watched the entirety of UC in order. And yeah, as I was doing that, I feel like I don't really know what my opinion on Victory Gundam back then was. I definitely liked it. I just don't know if I had that formed of an opinion about each of the individual UC entries, as opposed to just watching all of them and going, that's neat! Because I had no sense back then.
You were not amazed by the sixth episode of Victory Gundam?
Oh yeah, no, that episode is always bang on no matter what.
Yeah, no,
but
it's good. It's so crunchy.
It's really good.
You gotta love the maximum burning bodies energy that Tomino's bringing. I mean, Victory Gundam is truly the louder for those in the back Gundam.
It's also the Gundam that they tried their best to make it look good to the detriment of people working on that entire production.
That's definitely true.
Mm-hmm.
They also re-edited the first couple episodes in the most nonsensical possible way, when they were already pretty confusing to begin with.
Yeah, I wonder why. Do you know why?
Yeah, of course, they needed the Gundam to be in the first episode.
Yeah.
It's really obvious.
Yeah.
Stupid. Really stupid.
Yeah,
all the first episodes have action scenes. They're just not in the Gundam. They're just in a better mobile suit.
Yeah, just blame Bandai for that.
Listen, how else are those kids gonna buy those toys if they don't see the Gundam in the first
so
episode?
real, so true.
It's so sad that none of the kids want to buy Shakos.
So true.
I mean, the Shokyu is one of the best suits in the entire show. Simply.
Yeah, exactly. I think in my mind and heart, I want to believe that if Tomino had the choice, he would have made the entire show about Usopp piloting the Shokyu.
No, I don't think that would have happened.
I want to believe. Tomino, famous Okawara hater.
So
well, I guess it's Kataki in Victory.
It is Kataki in Victory. They also get Kataki to a legally distinct Gundam in Super Robot Wars a bit later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Crucify me, but I do like Kataki better than Okawara, at least on his original designs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 50-50 between both of them.
Same.
But yeah, no, I like Victory. I'm still enjoying it. I'm halfway through. Haven't gotten to the V2 yet. But yeah, I'm having fun. What have you been watching?
I'll go next then. So recently I've started. Actually, I've recently just started or caught up with the new Sentai season of Go Jujer. It's
Oh yeah,
a lot more interesting, and the pacing is not what I had expected. To be honest with you.
I can't believe it's already a new Sentai season. It feels like we've had 3 weeks of Boon Boon and it's already over. Not that I was watching it, but I see posts.
That's just like modern day toy
Yeah.
tokusatsu.
But yeah, what's interesting about Gojuja? How much of it is even out now?
So I think as of today, or as of recording, anyways, the 6th episode just aired in Japan this morning, quotation marks. So I'm only like caught up to episode 5. They recently finally like fully fleshed out the team. They gave every team member their own like personal like debut episode. The first episode was about the main character and how he is a lone wolf quotation marks and wants to become the number one. It's actually
it's the number one Sentai.
Yes,
right?
It's the number one Sentai. Yes. That episode where he starts out basically just saving the convenience store from getting robbed, and then but because he did all that, his manager fires him. And then afterwards, he's just like wandering around just to see what he wants to do next, and then he chances upon the Sentai plot of the season,
and he just jumps right in.
Yeah, they do fighting game combos on like the monster of the week.
It's sick. Yeah. I saw the GIF.
The Green Ranger is extremely funny. He is an old man that was given back his youth and wants to like be able to party again and to be young, but is also just at heart an old man. So a lot of his comedy scenes is just him being, I'm fucking old. Look at this new.
It's sad that they don't have a real old man on the team.
Oh no,
that's still pretty funny.
They show you the old man on the team, and then he transforms into a young person.
Does he transform back and forth, or does he stay young for the rest of the show?
He stays. He they show him transforming to young back to old back to young, and he shows up as an old man in the end of the third episode, and then appears on the 4th episode as the old man, then transforms into the young man again after eating some eggs.
Delicious eggs.
Yeah, delicious
eggs. I'm still struck by the premise literally being the fucking Danganronpa super high school Sentai team.
Yes.
It's pretty funny.
It's really funny.
Yeah, it's my time, right?
It's your time.
So I wanted to, initially I was going to talk about Abe Morika, but I'm still trying to calculate my thoughts on the ending for that. So instead I'll talk about the Natotoko thing. I've been watching Wingman.
Oh yeah, I've seen a couple episodes of that. I'm not caught up though.
The adaptation of the very popular manga from the 80s, from Bison and Jump by the same mangaka as that man. This adaptation is pretty good. They're obviously trying. It's very much a truncated adaptation. They're adding some new stuff. What I've been saying, I'm caught up is pretty good. I think they're doing interesting stuff in terms of adapting it, and all the effects and suits look pretty good.
I still think it's very funny to say by the offer of Z-Man, as if there's not a massive overlap between the people that would know Z-Man and Wingman, and no overlap at all between those people and then those who would not know who that is at all.
It's by the mangaka by Video Gulai.
Yeah.
Famous
manga Video Gulai.
Yeah.
I would argue more famous than Z-Man. I'm pretty sure it is.
It is, but Z-Man is peak. But no, I think it's pretty good. It's obviously still has the very parody element of the original manga. But in its own sense of humor. I think it's just a fun show. It's very much been a treat to have a new Toku thing that's not just Ultraman, Sentai, Kamen Rider, and occasionally Garo. It's even if it's still a toy show, I believe. So yeah, fun show.
Okay,
I guess that leaves us with the plot summary.
Well, no, no, we got a different segment. I'm touching this.
Oh,
who's this Digimon?
All right.
Here you go.
Who's that Digimon?
Who's that Digimon, Tequila? Come on now, you can get it.
Fucking.
Hold on. I need to think of the name.
Wait,
come on! No, come on! Come on!
Okay,
no!
I'm gonna have to ask you: is this a fucking Zolkis twig? Is this a fucking?
I think it's Agumon I think it's Dr. Agumon, but I don't know what exactly
Okay.
Dr. Agumon is called.
Alice, what was your guess on this?
This is fucking... It's not the Buick Agumon, because he doesn't look Buick. Fucking it's... Tylano Agumon?
Also, this looks like card art from the card
Yes,
game.
yes. I specifically I sourced this from the Digimon card game.
Is this Agumon X? Is this
No,
the X?
this is not Agumon X. No.
It's
And also,
definitely
Tequila,
not
this is
Agumon
not Dr.
X.
Agumon. This is Agumon 2005 from
I
Sabers.
was between Agumon Expert and Agumon 2005 because he cropped out both the top of the head and the arms, so it's actually possible to tell.
No, actually, it is possible to tell. Guess what, Tequila? You know what's the other main feature about Agumon 2005? It's fucking nostrils.
Wait,
God.
is Agumon 2005 a separate fucking Digimon?
Yeah, Agumon 2005
Yes, it
is a
is.
separate Digimon.
Yeah, it is.
Sometimes Digimons are named by year to differentiate them.
Yes,
I
I
know,
know.
like
bad
it
remakes.
happens.
Like in the card game, it's still not labeled as Agumon, but like also like in some other like ancillary material, it is labeled as Agumon 2005 because that is a different Agumon design for Sabers.
Yeah.
That's the fucking Sabers Agumon, okay.
Yeah.
Also, the name I was looking for is Agumon Expert.
Yeah. Wow, that was the Digimon segment.
Yeah, that was the Digimon segment. Time for the plot recap. Tequila, hit us off with the plot recap.
Hit us off.
Plot recap provided by Cross Zeta because I didn't have time. Thank you very much, Cross Zeta.
It took me an hour.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Okay. Even though fire, water, grass, forest, through earth, let me start that again. Even through fire, water, grass, forests, earth, clouds, and that girl's skirt, the world is filled with Pokemon. So this movie starts out with recapping to us what Pokemon is all about. It's about Satoshi and Pikachu leaving Masara Town on a journey where he learns to be the ultimate Pokemon trainer. Yes, throughout this summary we are gonna be saying Satoshi and all the non-localized names, and we're gonna sound like the world's biggest asshole.
Oh yeah, no, I did that. Sorry. That's simply the version of the movie we watched. Actually, what version of the movie did you watch, Tequila? Since I didn't actually ask you that beforehand.
I watched the Blu-ray subs.
Alice?
I also watched the Blu-ray subs.
Yeah, I also watched the Blu-ray subs. Also, yeah. Keep going.
Okay. After the introduction, we get an intro to the legend of Alto Mare, the city of not Venice.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's not Venice?
Well, it's also not Sicilia. So, it's not both of these things. An old man and a woman find two injured children on the beach. The couple nurse them back to life, but after a while, the island is attacked by monsters.
No, not by monsters.
Fend off the monsters.
Not by monster. It's a giant monster attacking the city.
Listen, it's ambiguous. It's vague shapes raining down from the sky. Also, we're in a Vomic. It's up to interpretation. The two kids turn out to be the Pokemon. The infinite Pokemon, Latios and Latias. Why are they the infinite Pokemon? Who knows? Their powers are certainly not infinite. They call in the squad, which is like hundreds of Latios and Latios, and beat back the giant monster, and leave the Heart Drop to the town of Altamare. After giving the island that gift, they both left, although you occasionally see Latios and Latios still drop by.
Also, is Latios and Latias plural? There are multiple of them that just come through the city.
Well,
no, it is specific. It is explicitly saying that several Latios and Latias come to the city occasionally.
Yeah, but the rest of the movie sort of implies that it's always the same pair coming to the city. So
no. The ending credits you see two Latias and a single. Sorry, two Latias and
but those are new
Latias.
Latias and Latios coming into the city. They are stationed after, the thing happens. The movie strongly implies that this old man and his daughter have a relationship with a specific pair of Latias and Latios.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it turns out this is a heist movie as we meet the antagonists of this film, Leon and Xanar. They ride a fancy car plane into the city of Alto Mare as they, from what I can tell, steal a book from the library.
Mm-hmm. That's one clarification. Are they sisters or just like two ladies?
No, they're implied to be sisters.
Ambiguous.
Yeah, actually,
gal pals.
Actually, is implied to be sisters.
Okay, because I was very confused. I was like, is this Yuli? Is this Yuli incest? Who knows? Okay, go ahead.
Again, they never actually say, so you can say whatever you want to. The Pokemon opening plays while Kasumi and Satoshi are waterboard racing in the Altomare Summer Festa. Latias decides it's really funny to fuck with Satoshi and Pikachu in this race, and during this race, Team Rocket gets splashed with water as they do a drive-by on them.
It's fucked up.
Ash gets thrown off by Latias and Latios, and Kasumi ends up winning the race with a Corsola. Yay, Corsola.
Yay, Corsola.
That is Corsola's only win in this entire franchise. Well, yeah, no, unfortunately.
Wow.
The second the race is over, the person that got second invites Kasumi out on a romantic gondola ride, and I guess the rest of the gang too. In the background, the sisters are using their magic movie technology to determine which of the bystanders is secretly Latias, which they can easily tell because she's not 3D CG. Satoshi and Pikachu run into a strange mute girl who eventually runs away from them, only to be attacked by the twins Espeon and Ariados as she's revealed to secretly be Latias. Well, to us, the audience anyway. Satoshi is attacked by the couple's Espeon, to which I was kind of shocked. It's like, oh yeah, they can just attack people in this movie. No, don't always do that. And then in turn, Satoshi just has Pikachu zap both of them, because again, they can just do that.
Well, yeah. Like, have you seen how many times like Satoshi just gets electrocuted by his Pikachu constantly?
Yeah, but that's just him, you know. It's kind of fucked up when it's other people.
I'm pretty sure also like Pikachu, like Satoshi also just uses his Pikachu to like attack like Team Rocket, right?
I think so. Well, I don't know if that's a forever thing or if they eventually stop doing that.
I mean, no, they do it at the end of like most episodes that like that Team Rocket is part of the plot.
Yeah, but that's like the Lonzo thing of like.
Yeah, no, that's also just the Durando thing.
We walk a little bit more through the city as we show off the very cool and impressive 3D CG they cooked up for this movie. And Satoshi recognizes the girl from earlier and chases after her. It turns out Satoshi mistook her for someone else.
Though Dan's being right. Like Satoshi meets up with like the gang, and then they go toward the museum, the city's museum, right? Where you see like the massive device, as well as like the two fossil Pokemon of Aerodactyl and Kabutops.
Yeah, we do see the contraption. Satoshi chases the girl through the city, and she eventually walks into a wall to disappear, and reveal behind the wall an hidden garden that is at the center of the city. How is this giant 1 square mile garden hidden in the middle of a city? Who knows?
It's the power of the heart drop.
Power of the hat, yeah. Latios magic.
Actually, I will say, like, this movie doesn't like the person that translated the subs for this did for some reason call like the soul dew the heart drop.
Is it not the heart drop?
It is the heart drop, but also can be translated as the soul dew. You know, the Pokemon item.
Oh, yeah, I know that was a Pokemon item. Fake fan.
But
although the person that did these Blu-ray subs is generally really inconsistent because they use the Japanese names, the Japanese Pokemon names, but whenever a move name is called out, they used the English names.
Yeah, no, it's a weird choice.
Yeah, it's Satoshi ordered fucking forgot already Pikachu's Pokemon for his Japanese Pokemon name.
It's Pikachu.
Wow. I wanted to do a bit, but got killed by Pikachu being Pikachu in Japanese. Wow. Anyway.
Also, there also
as Ash enters.
Yeah. No, I'll say part of the reason why part of the reason why I was using the English Pokemon name is because I am not like having you specifically say Meowth's Japanese name constantly if we have to do it. That would kill.
No, I mean I'm just winging it. The audience can keep up. Our listeners aren't morons. Shifting this responsibility onto someone else.
Yeah.
When Ash enters the garden, he is initially attacked by Latios, but the girl Latias gets in their way. An identical-looking girl and her grandpa walk in, and she's like, actually, no, you do have bad vibes. Latios, kill him!
Latios, unfortunately, not beating the allegations.
But the old man vouches for Ash not being some kind of burglar, and eventually they all get along and start playing around in the garden. As, it turns out Latios' transformation of a girl with Latios' exact head ornaments is not just the form Latios happens to take, but is exactly this girl that she's also friends with. This is already kind of weird and will get weirder later.
Hey, listen. Latias does not have a cool hat.
Yeah, and maybe she styled her hair after Latios.
So too.
As a joke. Although
bit.
usually in this movie we distinguish the two of them because she's wearing a hat.
Yep.
Yeah.
They show off that Latios and Latias have a cool psychic connection for which they can show each other what the other one is seeing and also share that with other people. We get a little sequence. This movie has a lot of like James Cameron-esque look how impressive our tech is sequences.
3D CG, 3D CG.
It doesn't look like the worst, but there's a lot of things that are just, wow, thank you for showing me some CGI, I guess. No, it does look okay.
Let's spin the camera around and like look how cool our tech is. I'm like, yes, thank you movie. Thank you for showing how cool this tech is.
Saddening Latias, the gang Ash heads out again, promising to be back to play later. During the night, the twins, or rather the sisters, come in and easily dispatch Latias, and only letting... I'm gonna mix those two up so much.
Yeah, no,
They easily dispatch Latios, letting Latios get away. By the way, still just with an Ariados and an Espeon. Those two really suck. I don't think they do an attack in this entire movie.
Well, no, they do attack. They do an attack in this entire movie. However, it is the last thing they do.
Yeah, it's very funny. The infinite Pokemon, which is like, yeah, infinite losses, 0 wins, I guess.
Yes, no, fucking that Latios gets owned by fucking Nightshade. Come on.
It's an Ariados.
Yeah. But do you know what Nightshade does?
Yeah, I know. Listen. Maybe it's... The thing is, right, Nightshade is actually a less ridiculous move than anything else Ariados could be using. Because at least it scales up based off of level, and not off of its piss-poor stats.
Yeah, it's not killing Latios by using Poison Sting or whatever.
Xana and Leon successfully steal the Soldew, and while Xana just goes, yeah, we stole the jewel, let's leave, Leon is like, actually, I saw these ancient tablets and they seem pretty cool. Why don't we try conquering the world with this jewel?
So too.
It's extremely funny that she immediately jumps to, how about we stop being common burglars and try our hands at world domination?
That's not really... I'm like, Leon, that's not a very good plan you got there.
Yeah, Xana also doesn't think it's a very good plan, but she's kind of there for the rest of this movie going, I don't know about this, not stopping her girlfriend or sister. They both run off to the contraption that is in the center of the museum and attempt to use the Soldew. Notably, they know of a prophecy that says if the Soldew is ever used for evil, it'll be destroyed along with the city, but write this off as, a joke.
It's a bit. We're doing bits.
We're doing bits, yes, we're doing bits.
It's a zoke.
They put Latios into yet another weird orb and use it along with the Soldew to power the contraption. The two of them revive the ancient Pokemon Pterodactyl and Cabatops to chase after the gang. Meanwhile, the gang watches this with the help of Latias, who is giving them psychic visions of what Latios is seeing. Satoshi and the gang rush over in another extended 3D CG sequence to rescue Latias. I'm just gonna not bother correcting myself about this anymore at this point.
I mean, yes, no, the battle rages. The battle just rages.
Yeah, the battle rages. The old man and his daughter get kidnapped at some point during this. They free them. They free Latias. And after all this happens, the device goes completely out of control, no longer being powered by Latias. The two thieves think they can just make off with the Soldier, but before they can, they cause a giant tsunami that drains the ocean from around the city and threatens to crush it whole, while the heartthrob vanishes. To save everyone, Latios sacrifices himself to save Latias and the city, after which the fossil Pokemon refossilize, leaving the gang safe and the twins bickering with each other, still trapped in the metal sphere of the contraption, presumably to starve to death in there.
No, they get rescued from arrested by the police of the city.
Yeah, there's like a scene post-credits, not post-credits, like during the credits song, there's a scene where like they're in prison and they're reading a book, like a newspaper, where it also mentions the villain of the second Pokemon movie. Classic.
Yeah, classic second movie Pokemon villain. Rich guy.
I mean, listen, they bring back the weird concentric spinny circles used to trap legendary Pokemon in this one.
It's all connected.
Yeah, it's all connected.
It's all connected.
Actually, the funny thing about that, like when they were trapped inside like the contraption, is that the two were arguing as like a little kid. Leon decides it would be really funny to fuck with Xander by like evolving her Gloom into a Vileplume instead of a Xander wanted to evolve it into a Blossom.
Yeah, Pokemon universe drama. You can make an entire call-out post on Pokemon Twitter about this. Anyway, the gang find Latias marooned on a rock and decide to rescue it back to the city. They return a new, freshly squeezed heartthrob back to the altar, and Satoshi, as he is making his way off the island, is kissed by a mysterious girl who might either be Latias or the old man's daughter. As they head off on the journey.
Takashi in the background, very jealous about the situation.
Yeah, very much going, well, I don't care if it's a Pokemon, I want a kiss too. And yeah, during the ending credits, we see that the twins were in fact arrested. Funny cameo of the previous Pokemon movie villain, implying that the movies at the very least are canon to each other. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, Chief.
Specifically, it was not the previous movie villain. It was 3 movies ago, actually.
It was the second movie's villains. This is the 5th movie.
Do you think these have the same writer?
Yes, actually, this actually has the same writer because this is the. This is at least wait another. Let me look. Have you looked, Zeta? Actually.
Not particularly. No, I was too busy writing the summary last night for this.
I will look quickly because this has a lot of the same stuff. Yeah. So so at least the writer, the director for this was Kunihiko Iwama, a very kind of important guy in anime. He worked on Mickey Momo, on Ghost Lagoon, on a bunch of OVAs. And he's like one of the big guys that was the director on Pokemon. And is like the director at least the first 5 movies. And that's for a bunch of the Pokemon anime, of course.
Wow, that's really cool. Why don't we hear some more of who else made this movie?
Yes, let's go to the production corner. We're going there, we're driving.
Welcome to the production corner. So Alice, who is the producer and, the director and the scriptwriter for this film?
Okay, so the writer is Hideki Sonoda, who is, let me look, a writer on several episodes of the Pokemon anime, on several Pokemon movies. He specifically was the writer on a bunch of Pokemon movies, like the Lucario movie, the Deoxys movie, a bunch of other stuff. Has this person? Is also is most famous. Oh my fucking god! So this guy is also most famous for being the director on Wedding Piece. The kid, you know what Wedding Piece is?
It's a magical girl show,
It's
no?
specifically a seamless rip-off of Sailor Moon. Like, it's specifically meant to be an incredibly legally distinct Sailor Moon clone.
Oh.
I see.
Oh,
They
that
went to
day.
cut all ballet. Genuinely.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
So yeah, this guy.
Wait, what do you mean this was made by OLM? Hold up.
Yeah. This also has the same stuff as Pokemon, actually. So thank you, OLM. But yeah, that's the writer, who did the storyboards.
Also, I will have to add, this writer also worked on Victory Gundam.
Oh yeah, Victory Gundam as well.
He's a tie back from
Amazing.
earlier.
Do you know what episodes they did?
2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 22, 26, 27, 33, 38, 41, 44, and 51.
Now I'm just imagining Ash seeing like, I kissed someone who's secretly a Pokemon and pulling out a grenade and going, it's not right, blowing himself up.
But no, there's three main storyboarders for this. Most of them work in the best of AM stuff, and also just the best of Pokemon stuff. This is Pokemon people.
Yeah,
There's also stuff like there's also people like one of the main storyboard people of this was Kuni was the director as well. There's just a bunch of people that worked on like the same things, like people that worked on Pokemon, people that worked on other AM things. There's also people that work with the director on previous stuff. Like there's a bunch of people that worked on like Mickey Momo and stuff. Those connections, right? Yeah. But at the production staff, Takeda, did you know that the letter stated that they based the city in this of Venice? Wow, I know.
Amazing. I don't know, I think the city's a little bit too nice looking to be Venice,
Yeah,
personally.
It's not suffering from global warming. It's not suffocating. But yeah, the other main thing, the resource corner for this was a bit messy. But like the other main thing is like this movie basically killed theatrical distribution of Pokemon in the West, and even in Japan. So in Japan the movie did okay-ish, but it got the first place in the box office stolen by two films. The first one being number one, The Phantom Menace, which was very popular in Japan. The second one, the other film that stole this movie's popularity was Stuart Little 2. This favorite kids movie about talking rat.
I fucking hate that rat.
Some might say Pokemon is simply a movie about a non-talking rat.
So too, but yeah. This goes into, this is like the last thing, but like this ties also into the production for the previous movie Pokemon Forever. But so for Pokemon Forever, which was already had like a box office in the West and in America that was not the best, they had signed a deal with a company called Miramax, right? That company is a company owned by a little known guy named Harvey Weinstein. Everyone's favorite guy.
Everyone's favorite guy. I wonder what he's doing now.
I wonder what he knows. But no, the deal for Forever was they wouldn't have like a big distribution sign for the movies. By this movie, they basically did a classic Miramax and Harvey Weinstein thing and basically went, never mind. So this movie had a very limited distribution in America in terms of like theatrical releases. Was basically doomed it to have a very bad box office and made it this is the last movie till Pokemon I Choose You to be sold in like a Western theater. Last Pokemon movie, at least the American theater.
And what a way to go out.
See,
the thing is, I do actually think this movie looks quite good overall.
Yeah.
Like, we joke a lot about the CG, but I feel like outside of some crowd shots, it's quite a nice looking movie. Probably doesn't benefit from you seeing it in too good of a resolution.
Oh yeah,
though.
no. I mean, the two are they do use it well, but also it is very much look at how good look at the text that we use for this movie. I'm like, yes, thank you.
Yes.
Made an impossible contraption.
Like this is the thing, right? I genuinely picked this movie because I remember when it's having a very good vibe, and I would say like it has some decent vibes. I love the parts where it's just like looking like zooming into like really distinct banners, and like the animation looks nice, the designs look nice, but besides that, it's just kind of nothing in the actual plot.
Yeah, I mean, it's very much like an extended episode, is what it feels like, right? Like, it's a. I think that's perfectly fine. I prefer that to a movie that either overstates its welcome or tries to be too dramatic. Although I do think it's extremely funny that they had to add the element of, yeah, this random burglar decides that she might as well try at world domination now that she found a magic gemstone.
It's
You
so
know,
good.
in for a penny, in for a
we
pound.
need a climax to this film. Unfortunately,
Yeah, but no, I think Overlord's like decent enough for like the vibes. I think it like if you just want a very quick film to like look at some pretty backgrounds off, it's pretty nice, has some decent vibes. It's like it's by far not the worst of Pokemon. Like the reality of it all is like, but the vast majority of Pokemon movies are just bootlegs every movies. Which this
yeah,
kind of is, but
yeah,
like
this is
it
kind of is a
still
Blue Ghibli
goes
movie.
for the vibe at least. It's like
Yeah.
decent enough.
See, the thing is, fundamentally, I feel like we'll find this with a lot of tie-in movies, that there's a very limited number of sort of broad plot conceits they can go for, depending on what it is tying in with,
Yeah.
right? With an already episodic show like Lupin or Pokemon, you'll inevitably kind of go for a premise like the gang goes to a new place, meets some new character, probably some kind of woman, Bond girls and all that. She'll have some kind of trouble, there'll be a mystery to solve, they'll solve it, there'll be a big magical climax, and then it's the end.
I just don't think like the magical climax was like interesting for it to unfold. It just happened.
That's true. I do think there's something very interesting about what they were trying to do with, like, Latias here. Like, the idea of settling Pokemon into having, like, Bond girls, but for Ash, a 12-year-old boy, is very funny to me.
Yeah, it's very funny. Some of the other movies kind of do it, but like by the later half, I think they just forgot of the idea.
Or some of the other movies just give like Ash magic powers.
Yes.
Which never get brought back ever again. But it's really funny that he just like keeps that in the back pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll show you the power of a Pokemon master as he dives into the ocean.
Yeah.
I mean, in this movie, he very much just starts tackling a fucking barrier along with Pikachu.
Yeah.
In a very funny way, he just starts headbutting it.
Yeah, like this is the thing, right, with this type of movies, right? You need to get characters that like are so as important, but like never show up. So as important like the cat relationship, where you get like this main character now can like shoot 20 guns at the same time. This will actually never show up in the movie, and like no, in the actual TV show, but he can do it totally still.
Yeah, I feel like once we get into like shonen tie-in movies or like Naruto stuff, where it's like, here's Naruto's new Rasengan that he's gonna use once ever, that's more stuff that fits into that category.
Yeah.
Now that we jumped ahead to like talking about the movie as a whole, or our feelings about it, I should now bring up our voice actors that were in this movie.
Yeah, you get 3.
No, I'm doing the whole cast.
Yuseda, you need to calm down.
No.
You kind of need the audio to make
you do need the entire cast of this movie actually. The main character is Satoshi. Is voiced by Rika Matsumoto. She plays famous character in Chikyu Sentai 5-Man Arthur G6.
Yeah.
Sings the theme song.
Listen, it was very funny to me hearing her in this movie because I'm watching 2 different shows that have Rika Matsumoto.
Oh yeah? Would you like to know that she also voices Warren Trace in Victory Gundam?
Yeah, I know. I recognize it.
And also she was in last year's Sentai actually as Bundorio Bunderas in Bakuage Sentai Boom Boomger.
Yeah, she's also in Outlaw Star.
What's her character? I don't actually remember her character.
In Outlaw Star.
Yeah, what's the character in Outlaw Star?
Oh, it's the kid that hangs out with...
Oh, it's the fucking kid.
The man.
Okay.
Completely blanking on the names of people in a show I watched not like 2 days ago.
Relator.
I'm here for the vibes.
So next is Kasumi. She is voiced by Mayumi Izuka. Famously is Trombone in all of Rockman and other Capcom things. Milerna Ashton in Visions of Escaflowne. So for you, Tequila, she is Flute in Violinist of Hamelin.
The show or the movie?
I think the show. I think.
important to know if she's tragically crying or getting epically owned in that particular version where she voices her.
Also, lastly, she also voices Rena Lantern in Star Ocean EX. Next, you have Takeshi. He is voiced by Yuji Ueda. He plays Blanca in every Street Fighter post Street Fighter 4. Your favorite guy in actually, I don't know if this is your favorite guy, but he voices Akito Tenkawa in Martian successor Nadeshiko.
Is Akito the main
Yes,
character?
that is Akito the main character.
Nadeshiko?
Yes.
Yeah, Akito, okay. Yeah, he's okay.
Voices Claude C. Kenny in Star Ocean, the second story, the original PS2 game, PS1 game. And lastly, Tequila, guess that Bleach character. He voices Sora Inoue in Bleach.
That's Orihime's brother.
Next, we have Pikachu. Is voiced by...
Didn't even have a comeback because I actually guessed it,
I know.
you asshole.
No, I don't.
You expect so little of me.
I cannot believe Orihime's what is your favorite Bleach character.
Yeah, I know, right?
Tequila.
Next, you have Pikachu, who is voiced by Ikue Otani. Famously voices Chopper in One Piece, Mitsuhiko Tsuburaya in Detective Conan, and Gash Bell in Gash Bell.
Wow. 2 electric rats.
2 electric rats. Musashi, and...
Oh yeah,
Sorry?
I will say, I think Kiyomaru and Gash would have solved this movie faster. I think Kiyomaru would have simply killed both of the burglars at the start of the movie.
Sorry, saying this
encounter.
movie's plot could have been solved with a gun, is what you're saying.
Hey now, we don't practice gimmick infringement on this podcast.
So Pikachu is voiced by Ikue Otani. Oh, sorry. I've redone that. So I'm going with Musashi. Musashi and as well as Latias is voiced by Megumi Hayashibara. Famously, Lina Inverse.
You may know of her.
You may know of her. Lina Inverse in Slayers, Ai Haibara in Detective Conan, Miki Momo in the Miki Momo OVAs, Rama Saotome in Rama 1/2, and Anna Koyama in Shaman King. Next, we have Kojiro, voiced by some nobody called Shinichiro Miki. Don't know if you've heard of him.
Never heard.
Who does he voice in this movie again? Can you repeat that character's name?
It's voiced by some nobody called Shinichiro Miki.
No, I know who that is.
It's
I got thrown off because Team Rocket's not in this fucking movie.
Oh no, they're in this movie. They're there
like,
just to like be
they're
like...
not in this fucking movie.
Hey.
There is like 4 scenes of them in which they have a one joke where they all get immediately owned and then they're not in the rest of it.
Listen, it's just doing the dance a bit.
Yeah, it's just a Duranja bit. Also, voices Akira Yuki in Virtual Fighter, Mizuki in Naruto, as well as Takumi Fujiwara in Initial D as the narrator of MF Ghost. Lastly, we have Iniku Inuyama, voices Meowth. Voices not that many characters besides mostly Meowth. Voices Midori Makibao in Midori no Makibao, as well as Manta Oyamada in Shaman King 2001.
Okay, lots of Shaman King rap in this. This list for some reason.
It's like I chose that for some
reason.
reason.
The Shaman King movie, that doesn't exist.
Okay. So yeah, does anyone else have any other thoughts they want to say about this movie? Or did we mostly get those out of the way?
I had a fun time. It's like decent enough. It's kind of made, but like it's one of the better Pokemon movies still. Like, yeah.
I think my main criticism of this movie is that there's stuff in this movie that needs to happen for the plot to move along, and I don't feel any of that is like anything interesting, if that makes sense. It just like happens.
Yeah. I don't know, I feel like for what it's worth, as a vehicle to deliver the things they clearly cared about actually bringing in this movie, I think it's perfectly serviceable. So, then it's time to move on to further segments. Do you think that the protagonist of our previous movie, Lupin, could better solve this movie?
Yes.
I think yes, but also I think he will also just cause the same problems because Fujikimine at the last minute will steal the Soul Dew and then cause this entire situation to happen again.
Yeah, the exact problem is, of course, that Lupin would be here trying to steal the Soul Dew.
Yes.
However, Lupin would not be trying to use the Soul Dew for world domination.
No, of course not. Fujikimine, however, will do that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you would just reframe this entire movie to the point where Fujiko Mine is the villain of this movie.
Yeah. So the question is,
I actually, you know what? I think he might cause more problems than he solves in this one.
yeah,
Gonna say no.
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 Wow, I agree. He would cause a lot of problems.
Now the question is, Tequila, do you want this movie to be canon?
It's technically
Yes.
canon.
I
mean, I just think I like the idea of, oh yeah, Ash's weird fling with Latias. Obviously, his character's not really gonna come back a lot,
Well,
but it's kind of funny.
Well,
so in
this entire
Pokemon
movie gets
Journeys,
Pokemon Journey. Sorry, not Pokemon Journeys. I think it's Mazase and Pokemon Master, the final like Ash special thing that they put out. They just have a Latias chasing after Ash for like a couple of episodes in that season.
Yeah, the cat is like so up for like a couple things. Yeah.
Also, funny enough, the chief director of that entire special is the director for this movie.
Yeah. So.
Well, that just checks out, doesn't it?
Does.
But yeah, it's very funny. If Ash kissing Latias will be canon.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of sad that this movie's entire reputation boils down to that.
Yeah.
I think it's got fun stuff in its own right.
It's fun.
I think, honestly, it would be equally ridiculous if Ash kissed a human. In the grand scheme of things, I think that would also be a goofy thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, like, Ash strikes me as incredibly non-romantic as a character.
As much as like people will try to like force that romance onto Ash.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you've got enough AMVs for that.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure there's one about this movie too.
Probably. So now, everybody, do you want to watch more of the show after seeing this movie?
I mean, I guess it's Pokemon. I would watch probably some out of it.
I'll be real. I don't know if this movie really sold me on Pokemon the TV show. I feel like it's a very movie core movie, and it's a lot of it sells itself on like the good production value.
Yeah, which you cannot have in this.
No, you cannot have it. Also, I think that at this time they were like switching to like Digipaint.
Yeah, this Digipaint, yeah.
Or I think it might have been the year beforehand, but like the main shelf like starts to like look more. Is it flat?
Yeah, it's like the switch from like the Pokemon TV show from like to this now, like had an animation to this paint was not one of the better ones. It just looked very flat for a bit.
Yeah, I don't think it like takes until like what Diamond Pearl for us, I would say, to start looking like good again.
Yeah,
That's like 5-6 years from this.
Yeah, that's like
5
after
years?
all of
Yeah.
Gen 3.
Yeah, because Gen 3 just like as like a generation of Pokemon looks like kind of not great.
Yeah, so
From my memory.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of growing pains for the transition of a long-running show into new animation style.
Mm-hmm. So final segment.
Okay.
I'm adding a thing because Pokemon Heroes was removed because we
Yeah.
want it.
But before of that, we're gonna rate this movie.
Oh yeah.
Zeta, how many letters out of the word movie are you giving this movie?
I'm giving this movie a mauve.
Yeah, I think that's fair. How about you, Alice?
I'm giving this movie for 3 letters. 4 letters.
Right. Got 2 mauves. Yeah, I think I'll join that mauve. I'm still feeling pretty good about this movie, but there's probably room upwards we want to leave ourselves for some of the real bangers.
Like I enjoyed it, I had fun. It's okay, but like I had enough fun with it. But yeah, as soon as Pokemon Heroes was removed, I will add to my thing Yu-Gi-Oh! The Pyramid of Light. Classic.
Hell, get me out of here! Get me out of here! This is hell! This is hell! This sucks! This sucks! This sucks!
Surely we can't roll an Alice movie for a 3rd week in a row.
Listen, there's also another one movie. That could be owned, that's fine. He goes on a space plane.
Okay, so the 6 picks currently on the table is Dragon Ball Fusion Reborn, Naruto the movie, Ninja Clash in the Land of Snow, Doraemon Nobita and the Galaxy Super Express, Yu-Gi-Oh! And the Pyramid of Light, Digimon O2 The Beginning, and Rockman EXE Programs of Light and Darkness. Let's see what we roll. It's a 6. So next time we're covering Rockman.exe Programs of Light and Darkness.
How long is this film? Do we need to add something else for the first time?
be good.
It should be fine. I don't think you need most of the context. Maybe some stuff about Dr. Regal, but like for the most part.
No, I meant just the length of the film, because we agree that if a thing is small in length, we will have a second movie.
Let me go look.
I think it'll be fine even if it's a short movie. I feel like the way we're covering these, it should be okay.
Yes, it's fine. It's just like I'm doing it because what was agreed upon. If you just want to watch the movie, it's fine.
See.
Yeah, podcast still under construction. If you're already eating at the establishment, we're glad to have you. We're still figuring this out.
Yeah, if you're listening to this podcast, you cannot listen to Quarantine.
Yeah, kind of know. We're still we still need to get that logo somehow at some point.
Yeah, we need to. Oh, actually,
no. Oh, yes, no. Sorry. This movie is fucking short. It's short. This is 48 minutes.
48 minutes, still like a real movie. That's a house.
That's not no. Come on now. That's not a real movie.
48 minutes is a movie, especially for a tie-in movie. That's normal.
So do you just want to do the one movie, Tequila? I'm fine with it, otherwise just asking.
Yeah. Let's just do the one.
Okay, cool. Do we pause the recording? Oh, no, we need to do the ending.
So now,
we do want to do an outro. So, I've been Tequila Zaku. You can find me mainly on Tumblr and on random other people's streams, as well as this podcast. Zeta.
I am Cross Zeta. You can find me nowhere.
You do not wish to be found?
No, I do not wish to be found, no. Not currently.
I'm out of sort of walk. You can find me on Blue Sky, Tumblr, and I also occasionally stream on Twitter, so I'm all on the same name. Yeah.
Okay, and with that, this has been our podcast. We've been the Tie-In Theater, and we will see you on the next show. Bye-bye.
Bye.
火の中水の中草の中森の中土の中雲の中このスカットの中なか大変だけど必ずゲットだぜポケモンゲットだぜイエイエイエイエイエイエマサラタウンにさよならバイバイ俺はこいつと旅に出る鍛えた技で勝ちめくり仲間を増やした次の街へいつもいつでもうまくいくなんて保証はどこにもないけどいつでもいつも本気で生きてるこいつたちがいるたとえ火の中水の中草の中森の中土の中雲の中のこのスカットの中なか大変だけど必ずゲットだぜポケモン